Hi and welcome back to another episode of PTSE.
Kama una usingizi unafeli.
Nilikuwa unadakia but
Nakusikiliza unazidi kushuka tu like this guy is sleeping.
No, because navirusha for what kutokea.
Sidaki mwanangu. Sidaki mwanangu kama LeBron James na mwanae.
You sent me that thing on IG by the way of LeBron and his kid.
Yeah.
And
what do you think about it? Like I just looked at it and I was like, let me ask people what they think about it. What do you think about it?
It's good to see. It's something good to see, you know? Mm-hmm. It's something which you put it in public, it's marketable, you know, like there's a lot of money to be made. Mm-hmm. But in reality, that kid shouldn't be there, bro.
Have you seen him play?
I've seen him once and a little bit,
is he good?
No.
Average?
He's an average player. He's an average NBA player.
So he's only there because of the father's access
something power. Like that. It's like a basketball version of Jaden Smith. That's what it is. Yeah,
that's a dope way of explaining it. No, but Jaden has some dope songs.
Yeah, but what about the acting part? You know, what about the acting?
Jaden is I like Icon was a dope song, and I like Watch This.
That album was dope.
Watch This. I don't know what album that was. I just know it was cool. Yeah. Anyway, I saw that stuff, man. I was like, it's very interesting.
What about you? What do you think about LeBron playing with his kid?
I don't know, man. I'm still trying to figure out how I think of it and how to process the whole thing. I mean, of course, it feels like a man who just who used whatever influence and power he has to make sure he plays with his child for whatever reasons. And I'm just concerned a little bit about what happens after that, in the sense I hope it's not that thing where a father has put so much pressure on the child to become this thing, and he's now on that level, on that stage, and then it just, fades away. I hope he's actually gonna rise up to the occasion. I hope. I don't know how that's gonna go.
It's a tough position to be in though, because
it is. I mean, it's for the boy, it's cool, the publicity and the money that he's going to make. I mean, even I would take that chance. But in terms of the work now you have to put it in.
No, you would. But here's I think you wouldn't. And let's just put this strange perspective here, right? I think you wouldn't. And this is why, even though I haven't seen him play that many times, I know he's not that good. It might sound like I'm hating, but hear me out, right? Normally we've seen this before, something similar. When a kid is so good or he's too good, he believes in himself.
Yeah.
And when he believes in himself, he'll be like, this is great. Like I can go and play with you at the Lakers, but I can go to another team and build my own career.
Yeah, my own thing.
I can be my own thing. I believe in myself. I can go and be my own thing, do my own thing.
Yeah.
So if, let's say this was happening and then we're like, he declined to go to the Lakers to go maybe for the Timberwolves or like another team. Yeah. You'd be like, okay. Yeah. So there's something here. There's something to be worried about. It's like, you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
It's just that.
I mean, obviously he's not that good. He's a second round pick.
Second round.
I don't know how many people were in the first round. But when I saw that he's in the second round and he's pick number 55,
you can't be
in the second round.
You can't be. If I wouldn't be proud. If you can't be LeBron James' son and be the second pick.
No, the fact that you're in the second pick, at least be number 1. You're in the second pick and you're number 55. Like there were 54 people before you in the second round. Okay, let's say there's 55 in the first round. So that means you are like 100. Hey man, maybe it's not bad to be number 100 in the NBA. I don't know, but in the NBA drafts, I don't know. But let's just see how it goes, man.
Who's your favorite NBA player right now, and of all time?
I haven't watched enough basketball to say I'm very clinical of everyone I've seen and what. But Chef Curry, man.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
It's the thing where he's doing things that you don't expect of someone his size, in my opinion. And I understand there's people of that size. There have been people of that size. Even Kyrie is not huge.
Yeah,
you know, maybe same height as Steph. I don't know, but there's a nice swagger about Chef that I enjoy, man. I don't know, like, and then I've always loved the 3-pointers. So for someone to do it that well, I find it to be interesting, man.
He has an interesting wife, though.
Tall wife?
No, he has an interesting wife.
What do you mean by interesting?
There was a time there was this entire drama about his wife. You didn't hear that?
Him doing what?
About his wife. There was some,
What did they say about his wife?
she was just saying she was not getting enough attention.
From him?
No, from people. Like, because of his success, she's not getting enough attention. Something around.
No, but you can't get enough
around
attention.
those lines.
You cannot be dating those type of people and expecting to get the same level of attention or even more. You can't be LeBron's wife, Curry's wife, Ronaldo's wife, Messi's wife.
But
Dog, you're talking about the most famous people in the world.
But I feel like this is a topic. It's a different topic for a different day because in America they'll do things like those. Yes, she's an American. She's an American woman, I believe. She's married to an American athlete, one of the most known players, etc., etc., etc. These kind of things will be allowed in America, you know. But if this was in, like, let's say, Eastern Europe, we're not listening to some basketballer's wife tell us about SU 1, 2, 3. Like, that's not.
Yeah,
happening.
but for me, it doesn't even make sense from the beginning.
It doesn't make sense to you, but to other people, it does make sense. They're like, yeah, why
is she not getting attention?
Yeah, a lot of people are like, yeah, why aren't we talking about Aisha?
Because you're not relevant. Why should you be getting attention?
Why?
If you were the president of the NBA, maybe.
But wasn't there? There's an entire joke about this. About Eddie Griffin, actually. The joke about Obama and Michelle Obama, right? Michelle Obama was doing a lot, you know, but Obama was the president.
Yeah.
This kind of things only happen in America. But if you go to Russia, no one is thinking. No one has even asked who is Vladimir Putin's wife.
Does he even have a wife?
You see, we don't even know.
No, but my point is, even with Obama's case, dog, like, are we really saying Gomba we were focused on his wife? Dog, we were thinking there's a wife because there's an Obama. Like, we don't really care about who's behind this person. This person is the one that we know. No one's asking us who's Oprah's husband. Because Oprah is the shit. So even if it was a woman, she can get that level of attention. But if it's on you, it's on you. Don't expect your partner. We don't care about your partner. We care about you.
And
that's why I said Oprah. Look at Oprah.
That's. I think that's the best way you've done it. Like, we don't care about you, whether your gender roles are here or there.
No, you support your spouse. Us will support your spouse with you.
But not you.
Not you. No,
it's true.
That's what we do, dog. There's famous women in the world, and we support those women.
The most useless person ever, you know, like being Oprah's husband.
We don't know you. We don't care. We are looking at Oprah.
This guy can't go on. Dog, this guy can't go on meetings with Jay-Z.
Dog, look at I'll even give you an example of a power couple. A$AP Rocky is famous.
Yeah.
But we don't give a shit about A$AP. Rihanna is the shit.
True.
That's why I'm like, that argument of Curry and his wife, I'm like, what is that? Hey, anyway. It's a dope conversation to have.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But people, these days, I think, though,
I mean, I can understand from her point of view, being with that person who gets all the attention must be tough. It must be tough for all these other people who date these famous people. Fine, but don't demand us to give you the attention.
It's because of how life is these days. Like, everything is so in the open. It's social media. We know you in your personal life.
I guess.
So if we know the great Hamisim Day, we need to know
the wife.
The wife. Like,
and it's fine. You can know her, but she mustn't demand people's attention until she can deserve that attention. You know, that's what I'm saying. But I forgot to mention at the beginning, we are in my office, guys. If you hear any phones ringing and any doors opening, please understand. Today's episode is proudly brought to you by My office.
Yeah, I have to give a special thanks to the office because I haven't been personally. I've never been treated with such importance.
Yeah, the AC works, by the way. Do you need me to switch on?
I know that's the difference. I knew that the AC works.
Yeah,
but it's off.
it's off.
Yeah,
It's off.
but even the catering that I received today, it's incomparable.
No, just tell the people what you got today.
I will. I just didn't want Joe to feel bad because she's not here again.
Joe, man, Joe is missing out.
But I just came into this office. I was offered 2 bottles of Hill water. Big bottles, by the way.
Yeah.
Also, we had some pizza.
Amazing pizza.
Amazing pizza from an amazing restaurant as well, man.
Yeah,
so
man. Yeah.
it's good stuff, man.
I'm starting to think I might know Hill himself.
You might know Hill himself.
I'm thinking I have his number.
Of course you do.
But now I don't know if it's him, and I can't ask him, hey, man,
Are
you Hill the Hill or are you another Hill?
You know what you should do? You should send him a picture
Of Hill.
of the Hill water bottle on
And then?
WhatsApp. Just say, has this ever tasted funny to you? And just see his reaction.
I can't ask him if he tastes it. I'll be like, does this look familiar?
Something like that, yeah.
No, man, I got this guy's number. And of course, in my line of work, you meet such people. But sometimes you don't know who they are. So I got his number because he was with his friend, and his friend knew me as a comedian. So she said, hey, you're a comedian, right? I said, yeah, that's me. And then the guy asked me, when are the next shows? Can I get your number? So I'll check on you when there's a show and stuff. That's how I got his number. But after I got his number, his posts are not like average people posts. His posts look like rich people posts.
Explain.
Like, rich people post families, right? Poor people also post families.
Yeah, we do.
But poor people, we don't post families that are... How do I say this? We don't post interracial families. When you post a family picture, all of you are black.
All of us.
Unless you're posting your ancestors from Jesus' time. But this guy posted a picture of his family.
Yeah.
And the wife and the children were different colors from him. And I'm like, what are the chances that this might be the man himself? I'm because even when I told him about the ticket prices, there was the show where Q Dube was coming through, and he called me on that day. He said, yo, man, is there a show today? I said, yeah, but the prices today are a bit higher than usual. Usually it's about 20K. Today the prices are like 40K because we have like a guest. He didn't freak out. He said, oh, 40K. I said, yeah. He said, okay, cool. I'll be there. I said, okay. And then I got to the venue. I asked you guys at the door. I said, hey, is there someone called Hillary in here today? And you guys said, yes, his name is on the list. I was like, okay. So I'm like, yeah.
Did you confirm that it was the same one?
It's the same guy that I spoke with, same guy who took my number.
But you're still not sure.
I still don't know if it's him. All I know is the owner of Hill. His name is Hillary. So now I need to find a way to put the pieces together.
Do you know anything about his family?
No. The only thing I've seen is the pictures.
Even his spouse, nothing? You don't know?
Just, I know she's white. That's all I
By the way, Putin's wife, he is married, man.
Oh, he has a wife?
Yeah, he's been married for a very long time. Since 1983, bro.
No, dog.
Oh, wait.
How can he be married since 1983? This nigga joined the what? What was that? Intelligence. He joined the intelligence thing right from college when he was, 19. So you're telling me he also got married when he was 19. He had...
From 1983, that's what it says. He's been married from 1983 up to 2014.
Have you ever seen his wife? Not even a picture.
His wife looks like Hillary Clinton.
Okay.
Her name is Lyudmila Alexandrovna Ocheretnaya.
Okay.
She looks like she's coming to get the files from you.
Okay. That's interesting.
It sounds like a secret agent.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Shout out to his wife. I mean, we don't know what she's been through, but shout out.
His wife could probably take over half of Asia.
Yeah, man. She's seen a lot. She's been through a lot.
She's been through it, man. Oh, man.
Yeah, man. But all in all, today's episode, guys, is a is a, what can we call it? What's the nice word for it? It's a think of something nice.
Illumination.
Not an illumination. Why do you think of the Illuminati?
No, I'm thinking of.
Not an illumination, but it's
of
like
telescope.
it's like a shout out. How do we say shout out in the corporate world?
Ah,
It's a stance.
a stance.
Yeah. We're standing together with our brothers and sisters in the far, far away country of Nairobi, Kenya. Oh, Nairobi, Kenya. Yeah, man. It's just like a way of us two comedians, trying to dilute and digest and not dilute and digest. How do you, when you, what in English kupasua kitu, like pa, and then you
To break.
to break. Yeah, breaking down
Yes.
the situation in Kenya. Of course, a lot has happened, and for those of you who might not know, which I don't think is possible, but in case you do not know, there have been some ongoing protests in Kenya.
Yeah.
And the main reason, well, the thing that we can say sort of kickstarted this whole thing is the Finance Bill 2024. A lot of Kenyans were unhappy with that finance bill for reasons that are very much reasonable. It makes sense. Farid has more on the story. He's on the ground.
Thank you, Hamis. As you can see,
Just tell us where you're reporting from, Farid. Where are you at this moment in time?
yeah, I would fail at that job, man. I would fail at that job.
Yeah. Just tell us what is going on behind you right now, Farid.
So, obviously, the Kenyan protests have been going on, man. It's, I think, social media, first of all, man. It's shown us a lot. I recently saw some guy smoking a smoke gas bomb, like
Tear gas.
the tear gas bomb, yeah?
Yeah.
This guy was, did you see it?
I saw it. Yeah. Craziest thing
Yo,
I've ever seen, man.
Special shout out to that guy.
Let's tell them first what the protests are about.
The protests are about the tax issue.
The Finance Bill 2024.
Yeah, the finance bill, but the entire tax issue that they're facing, right?
Because it includes significant tax increases. Yes.
And a lot of the increases are going into the everyday products that the Kenyans are using. Yeah,
Examples.
like bread, things like the common things that you use: bread, wipes.
Why is wipes common to you?
These are common to me. I don't know. Pampers, sugar, things like those.
Okay, so here it says bread, alcohol, beverages, cigarettes, financial transactions, internet services, to name a few.
To name a few. So what they were doing before, the government was just basically taxing on payee, just on the corporate stuff, you know. But now it's more of like, hey, everyone is getting taxed. We're now going with the whole indirect tax route, and everyone here is going to get a chunk of not just their salaries ripped apart, but also when they go and buy fuel, there's a part of Nachukua. So when you go and do this, there's a part of Nachukua. When you do this, there's a part of Nachukua. So it's infuriated the guys because obviously, who wouldn't be mad, man?
Yeah.
Imagine in TZ with how much money you're getting paid, which is nothing. They tax that, and then you go and buy something, they tax that as well.
I mean, it's already been happening.
It's already been
Taxes
happening,
were already there, but I think this is really added fuel to the fire because they already had the high cost of living.
And the same fuel is still being taxed.
Exactly. So it's just gone crazy. So initially they were protesting the finance bill.
Yeah.
And that sort of worked, if I can say sort of.
Yeah.
Because the ministers passed the bill and the president was supposed to sign it. And then the president at the last minute did a U-turn and said, hey man, I don't think I'm going to sign this.
Shout out Ruto.
And he decided to send it back to the peeps. Said, hey man, take another look at this thing and see if we can find another way of humming, find another way of us to steal from these people, right? So I can say that kind of worked. But in the midst of all that happening, the government, deployed some military forces and some police who then ended up harming a lot of civilians, killed a good number of people. It's not really known how many people have been killed and injured, but that has happened. And now people are, again, infuriated with that. And so it's become even worse. They want the president gone. These guys are crazy. These guys went into the parliament and chowed. They had food. They had lunch before burning the parliament. This guy said, hey, let's go to the cafeteria and have some chow. And when we're done with the chow, we set this thing on fire.
Kenyans are smart.
It is the craziest thing I've ever seen, man. It's like they were burning all proof of like fingerprints, all evidence that we were here. Except for the fire, of course. So now it's just been that crazy in the sense that, you know, they voted for this guy because they believed he would have, you know, lessened the harsh conditions of life in Kenya, but it seems like, you know, he's just been doing the worst.
He also hyped up the same generation actually right now, the Gen Z. He hyped them up.
Yeah.
He hyped them up so much. There'll be jobs, there'll be this, there'll be you guys need to now stand with.
Yeah, and now it's the opposite, right? And that's the crazy part. It's also, I like that you mentioned Gen Zs, because it's believed that the protests have been mostly conducted by Kenyan Gen Zs, which is crazy to me, because I'm like, Tanzanian Gen Zs, we would never. I mean, I know because I'm one of them.
No, I don't.
No, guys, it's just not in us.
Yeah.
I'm like, Gen Zs? And then I had to calculate. I'm like, but these guys are the same age as me. I'm like, no, we would never do such a thing.
Never.
We were protesting at the same time the Kenyans were protesting, but our protest was very peaceful. We just decided to close shops. And it started in Kariakor, and then it moved to other cities apart from Dar es Salaam.
Yeah.
And I would shout out to our people for doing that. I would never imagine this year that our people would be able to do such a thing. Because
100%.
again, the government wanted to increase taxes and what. And they closed the shops. And apparently on Thursday, I hear that the I don't know which minister got together with the traders, and they had a discussion, and about 15 of the problems that were addressed amongst the 49 problems, 15 of them have been solved. And so shops are opened again. Monday probably will be back to usual. So shout out to you guys, man, for doing that. 15 is a small number in 49, but the fact that we were able to, you know, do that as a country and bring them to their knees and say, hey man, okay, we need to listen to these guys. I think that's major. And we did without conflict. I mean, I don't see us doing conflict, but the fact that we did do it without conflict, I'm like, yeah, that's dope. That's dope.
100%, man.
Yeah.
I love that, man. I loved when because this is the second time Kariakor they're protesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did it last year, and now they're doing it again this year. Man, I love it. What annoys me about the entire protesting in Kariakor is those people that still open their shops.
Yeah.
I get they have to eat.
Yeah.
But
I think there was a situation like that, if not on the first day, on the second day of protest, where someone opened, and apparently other people got pissed at that person for opening the shop, and it became a whole issue. But yeah, man, let's not talk too much about our country because we're okay.
yeah.
Yeah, the point was the Kenyans and what's happening right now. I mean, I have friends over there. They tell me it's nothing like they've ever seen. It's the craziest protest in terms of the unity that they've seen from civilians. People getting together to help out in terms of treating the injured people, providing food and water and what, just so people can actually be able to do the protests well, right? If someone dies, I've seen them doing it online where they try and get a hold of whoever's next of kin and send money and support to that person. So my friends tell me it's nothing like they've ever seen. but also in terms of, apart from the unity, is also nothing like they've ever seen, in the sense that everything that's happened since, burning the parliament and all that is also very rare, even for the Kenyans. And so I don't know, man. I'm like, I hope it goes well for them. After all this struggle, I just hope it pays off. If the final goal is for that man to step
down,
I'd love to see that.
I hope so as well, but I don't know if it will. I'm very skeptical with these things.
Of course, because it's an African country.
Yeah, I'm very skeptical with these things because we're not supposed to be talking about TC, right?
Yeah.
But we love what we did in Kariakoo.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I feel like we should have done more. Like that wasn't enough. I fuck with the Kenyans because some of these guys are getting violent. Violence is never the answer, sure. But when it comes to these things, dog, this is my life, basically, that you've made more difficult.
Yeah.
Because if we ask ourselves truly, yes, most of the Cali, they want to make roads, they want to do these things.
Yeah.
That's why the taxes are going up. It makes sense, dog.
Yeah.
But picture in your own house, your dad walks in and goes, you know what? Everything goes down. The things that I'm giving you, maybe if there's an allowance, it goes down. What I'm leaving to the wife, to the kids, that goes down. And they keep doing that. They keep doing that year after year, year after year. Sooner or later, you're going to be fed up, man.
Yeah.
So in TZ, we do things peacefully, yes, but man, there will come a point, man. We need to.
I believe there will come a point
where
we're going to use some force.
Yeah, we have.
I'd appreciate if it doesn't happen with this current Gen Zs. I want to finish my run very peacefully. You guys need me to go out there and start fighting the police. You guys have the wrong person here.
Actually, we need you to be on the forefront because you are one of our comedians.
No.
You have to.
No. And it's bad when comedians get involved in this stuff. When you see comedians holding signs, getting serious and political and what, it's bad, man. But all this is to just say that, man, we are with the Kenyans in regards to what's happening right now. We hope that less and less people get harmed and injured and what. And we hope, man, you guys get what you need, what you deserve, basically. You need a leader that can actually stand up for you and make things happen. These people get into power because we vote them into power. Now, what's the point of having them there if they won't listen to us after that? It's really sad. I mean, also, it's dope that we can do this episode because we won't get in trouble if we talk about the Kenyan government.
Yeah, we can't. That's why we love it.
Yeah.
We can't get in trouble.
We can't get in trouble. If it was,
not like we would get in trouble if we spoke about another type of government.
No, but we might get into trouble.
Do you think so?
I think so. There's been stories recently of people disappearing.
We'll just stop doing the podcast.
People being found injured.
We'll just stop telling jokes.
It's even worse when you're found injured. I think I just prefer to disappear. Because if I was found injured, that implies that something happened to me.
Imagine if that's a category, my guy.
When I was away.
Imagine if that's a category, my guy. Imagine in the military, this is how they discuss. They're like, okay, Hamis has been talking shit online. We've seen his jokes. He's making jokes over. Sawa. Huyu inakuwaje? Huyu tunamkamata? Au ndo wale ambao wanakamatwa na majeruhi?
It's a category. Yeah, he's too important to let go without setting an example. Let's bring him back.
And that's the shit with Tanzanians, bro. We are all about setting an example.
Let's bring him back so his fellow Gen Z can see what this is all about. Oh man, I hope it goes well, man, for the Kenyans. I'd like to say this to all my Kenyan friends, my Kenyan brothers and sisters. As a comedian, I have a joke that I've written for you guys about the protests, and I'm gonna perform it for you guys when things cool down. Okay, when everything is calmer, when you guys are peacefully getting back into your normal lives, I'm going to come through and then I'm going to try and tell this joke. Hopefully you guys like it. Oh, no, but Kenyans are cool, man.
No, Kenyans are cool.
Kenyans love
you just said something funny.
comedy for comedy.
You're waiting for Kenyans to get back to when things are cool.
Yeah.
But when is a Kenyan's life peaceful?
Never.
These things aside, yeah, man.
Yeah, but we'll see how it goes, man. It's cool. So shout out to you guys, man. All jokes aside. Why are you laughing? I said all jokes aside.
I know. I'm happy. It's a Saturday. I'm not allowed to be
All
happy.
jokes aside, man. If you need help from us, Tanzanians, hit us up.
Yeah, man. And
We've been there for you guys before.
we have. I think we still are, man. We see a lot of Tanzanians posting
We
about
can
what's going on in
do
Kenya.
this. We can do this, guys. If you need us, just let us know, okay? Not me personally, but like if you need us as a country, let us know, all right? Hey, man, that's all I have to say for this. Is there anything you'd like to add?
Normally I have beef with the Kenyans, but I have to respect.
No, huge respect.
Yeah, I have to respect that, man. It's not easy doing that.
Major respect.
It's not easy. But it also shows you the problems that you have in your life are not that big sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because now it's like someone who's been doing everything they were told to ever since they were kids. Get the right grades, study, do this, eat, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
They get to an age whereby they get a nice job, nice this, nice that. And then you people, because you're the decision makers, you keep fucking things up.
Yeah.
Now, this guy's entire livelihood, he doesn't know what to do, man. He can't even go on a date because the date is being taxed.
Yeah, man.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And he's out here being called broke, but he's not broke. It's not his fault.
No, that makes sense, man.
Yeah, man.
So, yeah, man. Like, I guess it's just what we've been saying. It really reminds you of who has it good and who has it bad. You know, so let's be grateful for everything that we are going through as a country. I mean, sometimes electricity is there, sometimes it's not. Sometimes water is there, sometimes it's not.
When it rains, there are no roads.
When it rains, there are no roads. When you know, let's not say too much. But the point is,
because there's not much, anyways.
yeah, the point is, we are okay, guys. We are okay. So, thank you very much.
But when our time comes, Hamis,
yeah,
I will be there.
it will be fire
I will be there.
because people are itching.
Your boy from Bugururi will be
A lot
there.
of people will be. It will be. People are itching.
You
People
will
really,
see why they call me the boy from Bap. You'll see why.
I truly hope our time doesn't come. But yo, man, thank you so much for listening to this episode. And if you have any friends in Kenya, any family, any what acquaintances,
I know what you know.
yeah, man, check on them, give them a shout out, and pray for them.
Yeah.
This was a very serious episode.
We sound like news reporters.
And on the last note is when the phone rings. Just to remind you guys that I'm in the office. Yo, thank you very much.
See you guys next week.